Aujourd'hui, c'est le jeudi 2 avril. On va commencer avec faire le point, et puis le doute et le subjonctif, et puis pour lundi. Hein. Ok, donc faire le point, to check in. Okay. I wanted to take a moment to check in a little bit with you and just let you know, this is a weird time. It's been hard for me, and I'm sure it's been hard for you too. Um, and our day-to-day life has changed quite a bit. I saw somebody on Twitter post, "Oh, my son was upset that I wasn't looking at his drawings." And I said, "No, son, I have to go to work. It's Monday." And the son ran away and yelled at the dad, "Monday doesn't exist." And I mean, he wasn't wrong. The kid's not wrong. Monday kind of doesn't exist. It's a very strange thing. So your days probably look very different from how they used to look when we're normally in class. So I would love to hear what a typical Thursday looks like for you. And this is just an excuse to write a little bit in French, really. So it can be as elaborate or as simple as you like. Donc, qu'est-ce que tu fais le jeudi? C'est quoi un jeudi typique pour toi? Well, so what's a typical Thursday now that we've got this situation, right? Écris 3 phrases au minimum sur Canvas. Par exemple, le jeudi, je me lève, j'écoute la radio et puis je travaille. Après, je fais une promenade et je lis un peu ou je joue aux jeux vidéo. Enfin, je fais à manger et je me couche. So, 3 sentences minimum. You can do more if you like. Yeah. So let's talk about doubt and the subjunctive. I know that this wasn't as clear as you may like it to be. I had a student get in touch asking questions about this, and it's a weird thing. So I wanted to spend a little extra time on it and maybe explain it a little bit more. Ok. Donc encore une fois, l'indicatif exprime une réalité. Le subjonctif, par contre, exprime une opinion, une possibilité ou une interprétation dont la réalité est incertaine. Le subjonctif s'emploie suivant des expressions d'émotion, de désir, de volonté, de nécessité, de possibilité ou d'incertitude ou de doute. Ok? Donc, il n'est pas probable que, il est improbable que, il est peu probable que. Il est possible que, il se peut que. Ou encore, je ne pense pas que, elle n'est pas certaine que, nous ne sommes pas sûrs que, je ne crois pas que. So these are some canned expressions to look for that trigger the subjunctive, that indicate doubt. Tu doutes que. Tu doutes que. Okay, and I wanted to give you some examples too, and this is again just from the previous class. Il est possible qu'on sache la vérité. Il n'est pas probable que mon père prenne une salade. Il se peut que nous restions à la maison encore 4 mois. Okay. And I want to draw your attention to the last example especially. Il se peut que nous restions à la maison encore 4 mois. That might be a good example of something you could do that I'll explain a little bit later, but I'm inviting you to practice this a little bit more if you like. It's an optional extra activity for Monday. These expressions of doubt around our situation. Je ne pense pas qu'il sache pourquoi. Vous ne croyez pas qu'elle puisse réussir. Nous doutons que la réponse soit bonne. Okay. So, it's important to watch out for kind of tricky expressions. And in the GIM kit, I saw that some people were struggling with these. And I actually created an additional video that I'll post. And I'll post it as part 2 of this lesson. But it's just me going through the GIM kit with you. And it's me, I went to like $25, I think. Just really quickly kind of breaking down the thought process for each one of these. And especially focusing on these tricky ones that you may think might be the subjunctive, but they're not, right? They're tricky, trompeuse. Je pense que, elle est certaine que, je crois que. These are a little more certain in French. These are a little more assured. Je me doute que. Again, je me doute que is not about doubt. It's about I got a feeling, right? I'm not gonna go singing the Black Eyed Peas, right? But you get the idea, right? Like, oh, I have a feeling that something's gonna happen, right? So again, this is what trips people up the most: is penser que and croire que is indicative. Okay? Je pense que mon chat est sympathique. Je crois que Donjons et Dragons est un jeu génial. Okay? So I think that, I believe these things. So they're a little bit more certain. Whereas the subjunctive will follow to kind of underline that uncertainty in the negative versions. Je ne pense pas que la philosophie soit utile. Je ne crois pas que, je sais pas, je ne crois pas que lire soit amusant. Je ne sais pas. I was just looking for an example there. Okay? So, ne pas penser, ne pas croire que, subjunctive, more doubt. Again, se douter que, don't let that douter throw you off. It's really about, I have a feeling. Je me doute qu'il y aura un examen. Je ne sais pas. Like, I got a feeling there's a test. I got a feeling something. Whereas douter que is doubt. Je doute que qu'il fasse beau. I doubt that it's going to be nice out or something. Okay. And a student got in touch and asked me to follow up on this question of probable versus possible, probable versus possible. And I was really happy to return to what I had, Magnolia had asked this great question in class, if you'll remember. And I tried to break it down as best I could. And I'm going to come back to it, where if something is probable, that means that it's likely. There's a small degree of certainty implied, right? Like, so if it's probable, yeah, it's likely to happen. There's more than a 50% chance that it's going to happen. So you're not certain, but you're close. If something is possible, on the other hand, it runs kind of the gamut of probability. And I don't want to confuse you with gamut, but like it can be anywhere from practically impossible to, yeah, it may happen, but it's not crossing that threshold of 50% likelihood, right? And again, maybe I should talk to Mr. Murphy, the math teacher, about a guest lecture on probability and things like that, because I think he'd really enjoy this kind of thing. But possibility is really like, yeah, anything's possible, but is it probable? So as I mentioned in class, this is kind of the example I gave a few weeks ago, right? It is possible to be struck by lightning while being eaten by a shark. Okay, these are two really rare things that on their own are already really rare. Like the likelihood that this will happen to you in your life, it's probably not going to happen, right? It's not probable. But both of those things at the same time, practically, why? But anyways, so I thought it was kind of goofy and like, okay, this is a good extreme, right? That's possible. Sure. It's imaginable. You can imagine happening. Is it probable? No. Okay. So that is possible. It is probable that somebody who eats 3 boxes of Oreos in 1 hour will have a stomachache. It's not only possible, it's likely, right? So if you sit down and eat those 3 boxes of Oreos, I'm a fan, right? But 3 boxes in an hour, gonna be paying that price, right? It's gonna be, you're gonna be in a world of pain. It's probable. It's like, yeah, I'd bet on it. Would you bet on somebody being struck by lightning while being eaten by a shark? No, that wouldn't be a very wise bet. Would you bet on somebody having a stomachache after eating 3 boxes of Oreos in an hour? Yeah, I should hope so, right? That's a pretty likely thing. That's a good bet. That's a wise bet to make. So not only is it possible, it's likely, right? So again, if we're talking about something that's possible, it's not probable, we'll have the subjunctive. Okay. Again, it's not certain. It's nowhere near certain. In fact, maybe it's uncertain. So that's the subjunctive. Whereas probability, oh yeah, that's probably going to happen. Yeah, chances are you're going to have a tummy ache. That's the indicative. Okay? So these are just kind of goofy examples, I know, but hopefully it clarifies a little bit this distinction, which can be tricky. I wanted to go through the homework. Thanks to those of you who uploaded